Samsung's habitually delayed folding smartphone, the Galaxy X, won't get a head start on a folding iPhone because the technology isn't ready yet, which is bad news for Android. Recently it is reported that Apple is working on a folding iPhone, which is likely to appear by 2020 according to analyst Wamsi Mohan. 2020 seems both optimistically soon and quite far away. Samsung is supposedly on the cusp of launching its Galaxy X. In fact, it's been on the cusp for the last 3 years. With rumors, and Samsung executives, openly saying their revolutionary folding smartphone was right around the corner. Except it's not. A Qualcomm executive revealed to TechRadar last week that the display technology that allows OLEDs to repeatedly bend and move simply isn't ready. Qualcomm's Salman Saeed damningly said that phone manufacturers haven't really cracked the material science right now to produce electrodes that can repeatedly withstand bending and folding. Let's be clear, flexible displays are not science fiction. Samsung has been making them and using them for years, putting them in its Edge and more recent Galaxy S and Galaxy Note handsets. OLED screens, at which Samsung is a master, have a natural bendable quality. In fact, the iPhone X display uses a flexible OLED. Sure, it appears flat, but in order to reach all the way to the bottom of the phone and have that attractive curve to the edge of the display that so evenly creeps around the edges, Apple had to do something with the display controllers, which usually sit where the screen ends. Finding a place for the display controllers is what creates the bottom bezel found on nearly every handset. To achieve the effect, it was after Apple used a flexible display panel which it folded back on itself, putting the controllers behind the screen and allowing the display to go all the way down. Apple, on occasion, outmaneuvers the Android competition in some areas like Face ID, which Android phone makers won't be able to copy for at least 2 years. But in general, advancements in screen technology have very much been Samsung's bag. But, unless Samsung has kept a major breakthrough under wraps, it looks like the Korean tech giant could lose that valuable head start. A head start that's needed to combat Apple's advantages, a cult following for everything Apple and its relentless pursuit of perfection. When it comes to the former, Apple will capture the headlines for foldable tech, and, because of its rabid following and effective marketing, foldable tech could easily become synonymous with Apple, stealing Samsung's next big thing from right under it. For the latter, there's a good chance Apple will simply do a better job of it, which is often the result of waiting a bit longer to adopt the latest technology. There are also a number of screen ratio and form factor issues that need to be smartly addressed. Instantly changing the aspect ratio of the display will render some content, videos and games in particular, ugly, which might defeat the point of the concept entirely. How that's handled will be key to success for not just each respective company, but for the concept. Smart money is on Apple coming up with some clever user experience designed to crack that conundrum. And initial suggestions were that the phone would be narrow with a rolled-up display inside, so the screen that would slide out like those projector screens in geography class. And remember how tatty and rubbish those were. The race to be first, and by some distance, is incredibly important for foldable displays. With intelligent user experience design close behind it. If Samsung isn't first to market, then I suspect bad news is on the horizon for the Galaxy maker.